Welcome students, welcome again to this next video lecture. We already discussed basic human values. Again, we have also studied basic concepts like state, individual person, society, individualization, again socialization, the process of socialization. These things we have already studied. Again, we have studied the equality, justice. Okay, so after these basic concepts, we are going to study the basic concepts of human rights again. Okay, what is the concept of human rights? That thing will be cleared in this current video lecture. So let us move further. See here the information which is given regarding the concepts of human rights. So what is said here? See, the concept of human rights is based on the assumptions that human beings are born equal in dignity and right. Okay, it is assumption that we are born equal in dignity and rights. Means whenever we take a birth on this earth, automatically we get that kind of dignity and that rights. Again, those rights, as soon as we take the birth, we are applicable to enjoy those rights. Again, those rights are called here natural rights. Okay, we may study in next videos. So these are moral claims. These are the moral claims which are inalienable and inherent in all human beings by virtue of the member of the humanity alone. And today these claims are articulated and formulated, then called as human rights. Again, equal dignity of all persons is the central concept of all human rights. Means as we are called ourselves as a human being, we have equal dignity. We cannot discriminate the person by observing their color, caste, race, and so on. So these rights have been designated to be universal in application, inalienable in exercise, and inherent to all persons. So human beings are entitled to some basic and natural rights, otherwise their life would be meaningless. Okay, it's right here. Human beings are entitled to some basic and natural rights, otherwise their life, our life, would be meaningless without human rights. Again, human rights are those rights which are inherent in our nature and without which we cannot live as a human being. Human rights and fundamental rights. These human rights allow us to fully develop and use our human qualities, our intelligence, our talents, and our conscience, and to satisfy our spiritual and other needs. We have some needs like spiritual needs, social needs, again physical needs. Hmm? These needs are satisfied, fulfilled. We satisfy these rights, if we know our basic human rights, and these basic human rights allow us to satisfy such kind of needs, and they are based on mankind's increasing demand for a life in which the inherent dignity and worth of human being will receive respect and protection. So human rights are sometimes called fundamental rights or basic rights or natural rights. Again, as fundamental or basic rights, they are those which must not be taken away by any legislature or any act of government, and which are often set out in a constitution. So let me clear here that every country, every nation has its own constitution, and these basic human rights are added there, included in their constitutions respectively. So as natural rights, they are seen as belonging to men and women by their very nature. Another way to describe them would be to call them common rights, for they are rights which all men or women in the world should share, just as the common law in England. So, the legal duty to protect human rights includes the legal duty to respect them. Again, the idea of human right is as old as social life. Even from the ancient time, it was recognized that the values are essential for human life. Without these values, life of the man becomes meaningless. Rights are the most important values which a man cherishes. So he enjoyed this for his fullest development. In the recorded history of mankind, he has fought for these rights wherever they have been challenged. Means we know there is a big history for humankind. Everyone will try to get power over other person, other people, other community, and throughout this fightings, throughout this war, every people afterwards come to know that every people on the earth, every mankind on the earth has his own basic human rights. Again, human rights are rights that belong to a group of individuals as a consequence of being human. These rights are non-negotiable and inalienable. Non-negotiable in the sense that whatever rights I have, I am enjoying. We cannot negotiate this. Means, for example, suppose I have a power to speech, I have a freedom to speech, but you don't have that. Okay, means no one can restrict others' rights, and it is inalienable. There are ethical norms for the treatment of individuals. Human rights are individual and interrelated. There are certain minimal rights which have come to be recognized as basic condition of civilized living and fullest development of human being. Then all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. But man has made him not equal in many ways. Some were made privileged and some were not. Oppression and slavery were there. It made him hundreds of years of toil and struggle to get legal protection of their basic human rights. Various laws were enacted for the protection of the rights relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity of the individual. They are made and unmade for on the crucible of experience and through irreversible process of human struggle for freedom. Again, human rights are those minimal rights which are available to every human being without distinction of language, religion, caste, nationality, sex, social and economic conditions of the society. Okay, by observing these categories or these contents, we cannot discriminate the people. That's why it is called here. These are the minimal rights which are available. Again, human rights are on the increasing demands of the mankind for a life in which the inherent dignity and worth of each human being will receive respect and protection. So we human beings have taken birth on this uh, earth, and as a mankind, we have right to respect the basic human rights, as well as we have right to protect the human rights of other persons. So human rights are broadly classified into civil and political rights on the one hand, and economic, social and cultural rights on the other. So the objective of both sets of rights, that is civil and political rights and the economic, social and cultural rights, these are the sets of rights. The object of these both sets of rights is to make an individual an effective participant in the affairs of the society. Okay, unless both sets of rights are available, neither neither full development of the human personality can be achieved, nor can true democracy be said to exist. Again, human rights, as we understand the term right now, are considered as certain claims of the individuals to be enforced by the state and authorized by the society. Means it is enforced by the state and authorized by the society. Even though the human rights are common feature of all democratic political systems, there are variations in the nature and character of the rights enforced by different government. Means there are variation, means in the sense that in our in our country we have different types of basic human rights which is enacted by, enforced by our government, and likewise other countries and their government have enforced basic human rights in their way. Okay, that's why it is said that there are variations. Again, It means that human rights comprised of a wide variety of rights, all or which shall not be protected by all democratic governments equally. For example, the political liberals are more in favor of civil and political rights, whereas the political left generally prefer the socio-economic rights. Means leftist. Political left means political leftist. Okay, the political parties and governments which are directed human rights, as we understand the term right now, are considered as certain claims of the individuals to be enforced by the state and authorized by the society. Even though the human rights are common feature of all democratic political system, there are variations, as I said before, in the nature and character of rights enforced by the different government. It means that these human rights comprise of wide variety of rights. I have repeated these things again deliberately. So which shall not be protected by all democratic governments equally. Hmm? Again, uh, see here, these things we were discussing, that is political leftist, what is the function of political leftist person. hmm? They have the political leftist person generally has the intention that the common person and their social economic rights should be enjoyable, should be enjoyed by themselves, and in that aware by keeping this insight in their mind, they control the ruling party. Okay, that is the function of the opponents or political leftists. These political parties and governments which are directed by cultural groupings. See here, the political parties and governments which are directed by cultural groupings and religious sections are more interested in protecting the group specific social, cultural and religious rights. Then the other two categories of rights by cultural groupings and religious sections are more interested in protecting the group specific cultural and religious rights than the other two categories of right. So little bit some part is repeated here by mistake. So I want to clear here that there are two types of parties, the ruling party and leftist party. When ruling party is deviating from their track, when ruling party are not following the strata or that structure given by the constitution, that time leftists raise their voice. Their main function is to observe or to control the powers of ruling party, whether they are on the right track or not. So little bit we have discussed here, observed here the concept of human rights. So till the next lecture, next video lecture, uh, I suggest you to go through this go through this video lecture. If you don't understand, then make a at the same time pause the video and think over it, and you will realize. Again, same content you may Google and improve your knowledge. So in next video lectures we will study again the content which is applicable to this syllabus. But as far as our syllabus is concerned, we are not going to study, we are not going to stick up with the syllabus only. As a human being, we are going to know what are the concepts of human rights, what is the origin of human rights, what is the meaning of human rights, definitions of human rights, characteristics of human rights. Okay, and at the end of this course you will realize who we are, what are our basic human rights, how to utilize in our day-to-day life in the society. Okay, so these are the some objectives of our syllabus of our course. Till the next video lecture, good day and thank you.